Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix Show. My name is Chris Wong. Happy May 4th. May the 4th be with you. That's right, it's Star Wars Day. Now, not much came out from Star Wars other than this cool little clip. I'm going to show you right here, and it's pretty damn exciting, if my man. In celebration of Star Wars Day, Disney finally shared footage of its realistic retractable lightsaber set to debut alongside the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel at Walt Disney World in 2022. You guys gotta see this. This is amazing. Turn around. What? I thought it was like, at first I was like, no way, that's CGI or something. That's rotoscope, but no, it's not. It's real. But as upon further looking, and then just looking at so it obviously is a retractable plastic, right? You can see a little bit of the tip there. Retractable clear plastic. But the fact that you can probably retract it, pull it back into the thing is amazing enough. And with the light going through it, that's even crazier. Because what was the other option, right? The solid beam, which is, the light comes, but it's still solid. And then there was the other retractable, well, not retractable, the one you have to flick it, and then it pulls out, right? But no, you press a button, the light is on, and it's I want it. I need it. I want it. I need it. It'll be awesome. So right now there's only I think they're only showing one hill, and it won't be available for purchase until next year. But definitely I think that'll be a winner. I don't know how much it's gonna cost. I want one in red. Yeah, and I wonder if they have dual blades and stuff like that. That would be pretty awesome as well. But damn, that is one cool ass toy. I love it. Retractable lightsaber, yes please. I need it. I want it. I would love to have it. All right, well, we're talking about Star Wars, and apparently Zack Snyder wants to make a Star Wars movie. Yeah, well, we kind of already knew about that, and some people even know what type of Star Wars movie. But Zack Snyder says at the moment he intends to develop films where he can create a world and invite you into it. I would love to make a Star Wars movie. I know a lot about it, but I don't think I would survive it, right? And just elaborating on that, what he really said was that where it gets difficult is when you take a director with a personal point of view and ask him to participate in a thing that is not asking for that. The journeyman filmmaker, there are a lot of them, and they're good. I just happen to have a specific point of view. The lesson I've learned is much easier for me as a filmmaker to create a world and invite you into it, as opposed to me saying, let me put my cog in your wheel, like the Star Wars movie. And like a DC movie as well. They've got DC, he's putting a cog in that, and so there's all these expectations and all these things that come with it in terms of people, fans especially, having preconceived notions of what their characters should be and things like that. You know the drill. So anything that Zack makes can be, cause division in that sense. But if he makes his own movie, his own lore, you are invited into that lore, and you are seeing what Zack wants to put in front of you, and you're believing it, you're taking it in. You don't have any preconceived notions for those things, because that's his lore, that's his canon, right? So I can get how Star Wars could get sticky as well. You see what happened with the other Star Wars movie, or anything Star Wars, right? Fans got their own notion of what their Star Wars is, of what their characters should be to them. And so, anything that deters from that or away from that, subverts that, will cause division. So it's a little bit difficult to do that. So that's why, I made that original vision for Justice League. You can click on that video, and I thought that was a cool way to tell his own superhero origin story, or Justice League, if you will. So that would be kind of cool. But we're still talking about Star Wars here, so let's not deter too away from that. But then, yes, I would still love to see like Zack Snyder original sci-fi would be cool. Something that maybe you can like squint here, like that's kind of like Star Wars, but it's not. So we don't have those preconceived notions. We don't have baggage when watching his original sci-fi film, and then we can just take it all in, and then maybe he can expand on that later on. So I'm hoping what he creates next in terms of that original sci-fi is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see what that would be like. All right, so since we're talking about Zack Snyder, Netflix will actually release Zack Snyder's zombie thriller, Army of the Dead, in a lot of movie theaters. You know how many movie theaters? It will play in 600 movie theaters. It's the first Netflix film to score a wide release at a major theater chain, right? Now, Irishman went out to theaters, but it only was screened for like about 100 screens. This is over 600 movie theaters. Not here in Hawaii though, unfortunately, but for a lot of people in the States, you get to go and watch Army of the Dead in theaters, which is a surprising move and only comes out a week before the actual release on Netflix. But it gives people the opportunity to enjoy and see this movie in Cinemark on a big screen, how, you know, a lot of times it should be intended to do. Is this beginning of the start of something that is definitely a game changer for Netflix? Netflix actually putting out movies in theaters and stuff like that? I mean, it's not the first time, but in a wide release, it ain't 3,000 theaters, but it's still larger than 100, and it's the biggest Netflix has ever done. They have a lot of faith in Zack Snyder. And it kind of makes me wonder, too, because Christopher Nolan was talking to Scott Stuber, and I'm wondering if Christopher Nolan is going to start making movies with Netflix and arranging it to have it out in theaters as well. Very curious about that. It seems like this is the direction that may be going for these directors because, hey, Netflix is allowing creative vision. They're letting their directors do absolutely whatever they want to do and promoting it and being a part of that and actually having a lot of faith in these directors. So that's really awesome to see that. All right, well, let's get into some DC now. According to the editor of the Geeks Worldwide, Warner Brothers apparently showed a conceptual art from the Batgirl movie showing Barbara fighting Poison Ivy. I am allowed to say this, whatever is going on. So this is not exactly, I don't think this is the concept art. It's just they pulled some graphics out of there for Batgirl fighting Poison Ivy. And yeah, why not? Maybe this is the Batgirl versus Gotham City Sirens or something like that. Maybe that's what's going down in that Batgirl movie. And also to show that there is still a Batgirl movie, of course. It was part of the slate that, you know, AT&T or Warner Media put out and for their Investors Day meeting. So Batgirl is definitely still on the table, and it looks like we're going to have our first DCEU Poison Ivy coming into the universe now. So that's kind of cool. All right, you know, let's talk a little bit about The Flash. Now, I don't usually talk about the series. I have only watched maybe the first 4 or 5 seasons of this. Maybe it was like 5 seasons of this. What is the season where he sees his daughter? I forget. But the season after that. So anyway, the stars, the big, I mean, they are the Flash team. Carlos Valdez and Tom Cavanaugh are leaving after season 7. What? No way. What is Flash gonna do without Cisco? Like, he needs a team. Like, how he literally almost every single time he needs a team. He can't save the world alone. So I don't know what this means. I don't even know what's going on in season 7. But for me, I'm feeling like they're slowly leaving because I think season 8 may be the last season. I'm feeling like season 8's the last season. Because even though they're talking about multiverse and stuff like that, but I'm starting to think we're going back to the original, how it's normally they would be like, well, we can't have the same hero be on, you know, have a presence while, you know, like they can't have the TV show hero and a movie hero at the same time, even though they've showed that, hey, it's this multiverse, it's no problem, no okay. But, you know, it kind of, I guess it waters down the brand of each character or something like that, or you know, in that sense. So, like Supergirl, they canceled Supergirl season. There are multiple reasons, and you probably can tell me multiple reasons. But there's scoopers out there that says the real reason is that because Supergirl is going to be in The Flash. And so that's happening. That's why Robert Pattinson's Batman is not going to be in the same year as Ben Affleck's Batman. The Flash, though, I thought Grant Gustin would probably show up in the Flash movie, but, you know, we'll see about that. But it's something about you can't have two properties occupy you know, it's ridiculous because of the multiverse idea, but I don't know. It feels like the Flash is going to end before, maybe even before the actual Flash movie comes out. But it's kind of interesting to see them go, though, because those were since the beginning, man. They've been there since the beginning. They pretty much are there with Grant Gustin. So I don't know if I have time to watch this, but it's an interesting thing indeed. They do reiterate that there will be guest stars throughout the next season, but I'm just feeling like season 8 and this Flash will run out of gas. So it'll probably lead into maybe the actual Flash movie. Could be. So let's talk a little bit about the Flash movie. Kiersey Clemens just put a little part of the letter that Muschietti sent her, I guess. Dear Kiersey, welcome to probably the team. Welcome to their, welcome to the Flash movie. So that's kind of cool that Kiersey, I'm really excited for Kiersey. She's been cut out from Justice League, put back into Zack Snyder's Justice League, and now she gets to continue to play Iris West in the Flash movie, how it was always intended. So that's kind of cool. This is floating around on Reddit. I don't even know if I want to read it, but for your interest, I probably will. So this is a Reddit. They're saying that this is the plot of The Flash, but I feel like it's not the case. A lot of people feel like it's not the case, and there are certain things in here that could be a little bit laughable, I would say. So it says, Barry and Bruce Ben are trying to get Henry out of prison, and Bruce indirectly pushes Barry to go back in time to save his mom. Flashpoint, that's the plot. Which is, you know, you can probably gather in a way that that's, you know, he's trying to save his dad or whatever. He's trying to save his mom, which is Flashpoint. And Henry, you know, is in prison, of course, for the murder of his mom. Ben is Bruce the entire film, doesn't suit up at all, and is mainly present in the first act. Main villains of the film will be some of the Rogues Gallery from Keaton's universe, including Captain Cold. Reverse Flash isn't in the movie at all. He's teased very briefly once. Barry will break everything, of course, and will travel to multiple universes, including Brandon Routh's Superman and Linda Carter's Wonder Woman. No Nicolas Cage? Whatever. No, of course, no, this is not real. No CW cameos. Apparently didn't work out, but could change. I highly doubt it. Supergirl's role isn't large. She's from Keaton's universe as their version of Superman instead of being Clark's cousin. She's that Earth Superman? Really? Michael Keaton will have a new tech-based suit, Kingdom Come Like. We've heard that before. Keaton is a mentor type, but will have action scenes kick ass. Batgirl will be introduced. Batgirl is taking over the main DCU Batman role, Earth 1, writing out Ben's Batman. We kind of talked about how Batgirl was going to be, Keaton's going to train Batgirl, so that they've gathered that and put that in there. Ben Affleck's Bruce Wayne will die, writing him out of the DCU, and as Batman, Barry will return to the Earth 1 main DCU Batcave and find out Bruce Ben is dead once he restores everything. Similar to the Flashpoint's common ending in the Batcave, Keaton will continue as a mentor type for, this is the kind of stuff you have already heard about. Keaton, Batgirl, Supergirl will all set up and return in future films. Plot is rated 7 to 8, 10, but they even have a rating for leak plot. That's weird. So anyway, I don't really believe much in this at all because it's Reddit. And you know what? Grace Randolph doesn't believe it either. She said, this leak is incorrect. A number of you have asked, but she went to elaborate. Look, Flash, Batfleck, Michael Keaton, and Supergirl are in the movie. That's of course true. I have not heard about Batgirl being in this film, but she is coming soon, as Warner Bros. Itself has confirmed. But these story parts on how the story unfolds in the Flash movie are incorrect. And she also said that Supergirl is from another universe. She's taking over the cyborg role in the story. I said Michael Keaton would never mentor Batgirl going forward. Batfleck is not continuing, but I do know the circumstances of how that happens. And apparently, it's entirely incorrect. That all that is entirely incorrect according to Grace Randolph. So there you go. Batfleck's not continuing, but I do know how that happens. So yeah, but yeah, Supergirl is from another universe. That I could probably tell already. And so she's taking over the cyborg role in the story. She's taking over Ray Fisher's role. Ooh, bummer. Wow. You know, unless Grace Randolph's wrong as well. But anyway, but it is like up in the air right now. But as you can see, a lot of people can make up, you know, things like that. You know, I don't know if this is true or not. I'm going to lean on that it's not true. But using points that we've heard already, that this may be Ben Affleck's last role. There's a Batgirl movie, so they maybe got that. There was talk that Michael Keaton's Batman will mentor Batgirl in another movie. So there's like little points, there's little things there are mishmash in between and trying to make it out as a plot. And so that's why it was, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But I'm going to lean on the side that that's not true. Not true at all. So anyway, let's get further. Let's go on further. Grace Randolph has something special for us tomorrow. Not her in particular, but she's talking about that Hollywood Reporter has something for us tomorrow. There's going to be another article in a Hollywood Reporter tomorrow morning, I think, which I hear is going to be real interesting. It's at the level I suspect we'll cover for sure. Again, Snyderverse fans will be particularly interested. Please note, it's executive news. What does that mean? What's executive? You mean like Warner Brothers executives? I can't tell you now because I don't exactly know. Don't know exactly how far the article will go. I just know it's coming and what it's about. I need to see how the Hollywood Reporter presents it, their angle or spin. So what does that mean? I have no idea. But I would refrain from, you know, celebratory or even just being a downer, you know, being a very negative article or anything like that. Let's just see what it is. Let's just see what it is. No expectations. In fact, keep your expectations low, because when you keep your expectations low, it's not so disappointing when you do that. So basically, keep your expectations low. Let's see what it has to say. Tomorrow is Restore the Snyderverse, another Restore the Snyderverse training event though. So that's kind of interesting. That'd be kind of nice. And it's also Henry Cavill's birthday as well. So expect to see a lot of Superman tweets and stuff like that, and social media aspects for that as well. All right. Well, since you said Snyderverse, let's get into a little bit Snyderverse. Never alone. Ray Fisher tweeted this out. I guess he got to hang out with Chris Terrio a little bit. Chit chat. What are they chit chatting about? I don't know. But they're probably just hanging out and being talking about. They're very smiley. They're very happy that Zack Snyder Justice League finally came out and their work can be finally, you know, everybody gets to see their work now. So that's really awesome. It's really great to see this. So yeah, never alone. It's awesome. Snyder Cut's in China now, and there are some pretty big numbers for that, which I'll probably read up. I'll bring up for you in a little bit. But Zheng had an interview on Billy. So this translation may not be completely accurate, but it is close. But I'm gonna try to read it to you. So we'll start with the first section. Question is, after the release of the theatrical version, DC fans started a movement called Release the Snyder Cut. Hold on a second. Move that out of the way. Kai says, it was then that it became clear to me that Zack had such a high place in everyone's heart. At first, we didn't know each other that well, but then I learned that because of the films he had directed in the past, he had actually become a director who really represented DC. With everyone calling for it, I was looking forward to seeing his version one day. Zack posted Ryan Choi's photos. Did you know about it at the first time? Kai says, I found out about when I saw the information on the internet. I understand why Zack posted these. It makes sense, but it was very surprised at my appearance for people who know me but didn't know I was in Justice League. What? Why is he there like that? You have insider information before Zack Snyder's just released, and he says, in this point, I am at the same as the fans. Again, I didn't know what the whole Zack Snyder's Justice League would look like, just a vague feeling that maybe my part can see the light of day again. On March 18th, you posted a photo with Zack. Hold it for a long time. Yeah, in one of my past phones. Ever thought this photo should have been posted earlier, but after so many years, luckily I saved it. Are all your scenes in Zack Snyder's Justice League? Almost all. So there's still some scenes that we never got to see. Whatever that means. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. Hollywood sometimes finds some Chinese actors to cooperate in some movies, but only in China can see their scenes. What do you think about this? Kai says, this is a commercial move by the producers, which is illogical, commercially speaking, but does not help the Chinese actors to develop themselves a lot. Back to Zack. He's a very reliable person, very generous person. He does what he promises. He found a person to play a role. Is it true to give you a role to play? You can see his recognition of you, not just give you a role for no reason, not simply rely on you to attract some audience. From this point on, I thank Zack from my heart. He has earned my respect. He's a very charismatic person. He has a strong artistic style. He dresses very well and treats his work at a very ritualistic thing. I learned something from him about work attitude. Filming and acting are the most important things to us, and we need to treat it like that. Like it is. What is the difference between Hollywood and China? Well, many green screens and more studio work. Every week there are days off. Zack Snyder's Justice League has been released in Bilibili from May 3rd. What do you have to say to the viewers? And he says, Zack Snyder's Justice League has been released in Bilibili. If you love DCEU, if you love Zack Snyder, you can support and watch it on Bilibili. You will see many of your favorite superheroes, including me. So that's really cool, kind words from Zheng Kai in regards to being the Atom in Zack Snyder's Justice League. And so there's a lot of numbers floating around, and I'm trying to figure it out. It's all Chinese. Like this one on that site, whatever that site is, it says there's 7 million times watch already. 1.91 million people added to the watch list, and scores 9.8 out of 10. Another site, it was like 100 million or something people watched it. So there's so many streaming services are having Zack Snyder shows, but the important thing is that there's a lot more millions of people, millions of fans in China are now getting to enjoy legally Zack Snyder's Justice League. So that's really awesome to see that adding to the success of Zack Snyder's Justice League as well. So really cool. I like that. Thank you so much, and we'll see what happens tomorrow with the Hollywood Reporter article. Let's see. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you absolutely love this daily dose of entertainment news and content, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell, keep this hot dog light on, and I'll see you next time. Bye.